China's newest naval aviation platform is suddenly much easier to see. Fresh aerial footage reveals the Type 076 Sichuan with completed deck markings, an electromagnetic catapult, arresting equipment, and a striking twin-island layout. In this video, we will examine what the images confirm, why its aviation system matters, and what could happen before this remarkable vessel officially enters service soon. The newest footage gives us the clearest complete view yet of the Type 076 Sichuan, and the first impression is scale. Its uninterrupted flight deck stretches across a vessel officially described as displacing more than 40,000 tons. Two separate island structures rise along the starboard side, while the deck now carries finished guidance lines, landing references, and clearly visible equipment linked to aircraft launch and recovery. Those details matter because the Sichuan is no longer simply a large hull under construction. China launched and named the ship in Shanghai on December 27, 2024, assigning it hull number 51. Official reporting said from the beginning that it would receive an electromagnetic catapult, arresting technology, a full-length flight deck, and space for fixed-wing aircraft, helicopters, and amphibious equipment. The design therefore announced a much broader aviation ambition than China's earlier Type 075 ships. Progress continued during 2025. On November 14th, the Sichuan left Shanghai for its first navigation trial after completing equipment installation, system debugging, and mooring tests. That initial voyage concentrated on propulsion, electrical systems, and general equipment stability. 3 days later, official reporting said the expected results had been achieved and that further testing would follow according to the established program. In April 2026, the vessel departed again for experimental training in the South China Sea. That movement showed that the project had advanced beyond its first short technical voyage and entered a more demanding phase of evaluation. The July footage now adds another visible milestone. The external flight deck arrangement appears substantially complete. Still, appearance is not the same as full readiness. A finished deck does not prove that the catapult has launched an aircraft at sea, that the arresting system has completed recoveries, or that the future aviation group has been finalized. Those achievements require separate testing, crew preparation, maintenance procedures, and repeated demonstrations under different conditions. The report saying delivery may come soon is based on expert analysis, not an announced date from Chinese naval authorities. That distinction is important. The Sichuan clearly appears to be moving quickly, but commissioning, delivery, and full operational availability are different stages. The electromagnetic catapult is the feature that separates the Sichuan from a conventional helicopter-centered amphibious vessel. Instead of depending only on aircraft that rise vertically or use short deck runs, the ship can accelerate fixed-wing platforms along the deck and recover suitable aircraft with arresting equipment. That changes the range of aircraft the vessel may support. A catapult can help an aircraft leave the deck with more fuel, sensors, or communications equipment than it might carry during an unassisted short takeoff. For the Sichuan, the most intriguing possibility is not necessarily a crewed aircraft. It is the use of fixed-wing unmanned platforms that offer long endurance and wider coverage than ship-based helicopters. Such aircraft could extend observation beyond the vessel, relay information across a maritime formation, monitor areas, support navigation, and provide communications links. A fixed-wing design combines speed and endurance in ways helicopters cannot always match. Paired with vertical flight aircraft, the Sichuan could create a flexible aviation group instead of relying on one platform for every task. The twin-island arrangement supports that concept. One structure can focus on ship navigation and command functions, while the other can concentrate on aviation management. Separating those activities may improve visibility, deck coordination, airflow, and organization during flight operations. It also gives the Sichuan an appearance that reflects how central aviation is to the design. However, several essential facts remain undisclosed. Chinese authorities have not publicly named the fixed-wing aircraft intended for operation from the ship. They have not confirmed the number or mixture of helicopters and unmanned aircraft. nor released footage showing a Catapult launch or arrested recovery from the Sichuan. Claims about specific future aircraft should therefore be treated as possibilities rather than established facts. There is also a practical challenge behind the hardware. Electromagnetic launching requires reliable power generation, precise control, deck handling systems, trained crews, aircraft compatibility, and maintenance. Recovery introduces additional procedures. The value of the technology will come from how consistently these elements work together, not simply from the presence of a catapult track. The Sichuan is difficult to place inside a familiar category, and that is why it attracts attention. Its designation identifies it as a new generation amphibious ship, yet its full-length deck, electromagnetic launch system, arresting equipment, and emphasis on fixed-wing aviation give it features associated with aviation vessels. The way to understand the design is as a flexible maritime platform. It can carry helicopters, fixed-wing aircraft, unmanned systems, and amphibious equipment, allowing its aviation group and spaces to be adjusted for different assignments. One voyage might emphasize transport and helicopter activity. Another could prioritize long-endurance unmanned aircraft, observation, communication support, and maritime awareness. This flexibility could make the Sichuan useful alongside Chinese naval formations. It may accompany aviation ships, work with Type 075 vessels, or operate with escorts and support ships during voyages. In those settings, it could handle tasks that do not require the full capacity of a larger carrier, including observation, airborne coordination, helicopter transport, and unmanned flight operations. That does not make it a replacement for the Fujin or another aircraft carrier. A large carrier is designed around an extensive fixed-wing air group and a high tempo of aviation activity. The Sichuan must preserve space and functions for its amphibious role. Its greatest value may therefore come from combining capabilities previously spread across different ship types. The design may offer China a different route towards ship-based fixed-wing aviation. Rather than depending entirely on vertical or short takeoff aircraft, the Type 076 uses catapult and arresting systems to widen the options. If the approach proves reliable, future vessels could support evolving combinations of crewed and uncrewed platforms without copying a traditional carrier. Yet key questions remain unanswered. We do not know the final air group, the number of aircraft, the pace of deck activity, or whether additional Type 076 ships have been approved. We do not know how quickly the first vessel will move from trials to delivery, commissioning, crew qualification, and regular service. For now, the Sichuan is best viewed as an experiment in naval aviation rather than a finished answer. Its significance will depend on how effectively China integrates aircraft, deck crews, power systems, maintenance teams, and command arrangements. The latest footage shows that the Type 076 Sichuan has reached an advanced and visible stage. Its deck markings, twin islands, electromagnetic catapult, and arresting equipment point toward a vessel designed around flexible aviation. Yet the most important proof is still ahead: confirmed aircraft launches, recoveries, a defined air group, and an official service date. Until those milestones arrive, the ship should be viewed as a promising platform still completing its journey from construction to regular operation. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on space exploration and scientific discoveries, and don't forget to leave a comment below. Also, you can visit our website, spaceinews.com. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.